It's TV 111, Osei Kufuor. I'm back at y'all again. Don't think that I'm coming to be soft on this video. I'm coming to address some things that's concerning me about so-called black people. I threw up a video pertaining to the Queen Kanika Jenkins, pertaining to the situation in Chicago, and a lot of people asking how the hell could they possibly know her blood type or which organ match that the other girl needed. When you born, goddammit, they have records, medical records that is kept in a file, a secret file that they use to identify the things that you have that can actually be put on stock with certain corporations, so that when that corporation finds out that what you have in your DNA is beneficial to them, they can utilize that and they can pinpoint you, because the medical records it follows you. They keep tabs on where you go. The social security card, the birth certificate. Every time you go and get a job, guess what happens? It goes not only through the employment system, but through the medical systems. So they know where you are. Now, it's loud around me. I'm hearing too many ancestors. They too loud. But I'm going to try to speak through them. And they're not being loud to be disrespectful, but they're being loud because they are trying to give me documentations on certain things that's going on. People telling me that, well, can you bring me information to prove what you're saying? Where's the evidence to prove this or prove that? Let me ask you something, you damn niggas. Where do you want me to go and get my information from as far as evidence? Because the last time I checked, going to find evidence to prove something is a blueprint of the people that you say that you are against, the so-called white man. If your ancestors is powerful enough to tap into certain things, spiritual things, by not using the systems of the oppressor to find the evidence, then why am I not connected to the bloodline of my ancestors? You tell me. Because you niggas think you know so much that I gotta go and prove. Where do you want me to get my evidence from? There's no other evidence other than NASA. I thought y'all was against them. But if a white man tell you the same shit that I'm telling you, you'll believe it. If the white man tell you the same shit that I'm telling you, you'll believe it. Why? Because you think you so fucking weight when you got diamond tap all on your fucking third eye. You got the nighttime diamond tap all on your third eye and you sleep. I don't have to go and bring evidence from a system that's physical, from a system that's oppressing me. My evidence is already inside of me. If the universe is inside of me, and I'm the universe, then I know how to tap into that, to bring in data, to see the things that went on in the past while I'm here in the present. And this is only for my third eye travelers. But to those who watch my videos and want me to prove something, where I get my proof is way beyond your comprehension. So if you don't like what I'm saying, move on. Stay stuck in the matrix for your whole fucking life. Bunch of ignorant niggas, and I'm saying it because you always want somebody to hold your hand to save you when you could be saving yourself. Bring me some evidence. You go find the evidence. You don't have a mind or something? You want me to think for you? It's a shame how we say we need to unite. But the same person that you claiming that you want to unite with, when they come up with something, it's a conspiracy. All because you didn't find the information. This ain't all that exists. This physical realm ain't all that exists. There's unknown intelligence that exists inside of our DNA, and some can tap into it and some can't. And because you don't understand how I can travel through my DNA and find certain things You tell me that I'm a conspiracy theorist or I'm pseudo. This is because your bloodline goes no further than the third dimension. You are a family member of the Matrix because you don't understand what I'm saying. And I understand why you say the shit to me that you say. It don't bother me, and I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. But I have bloodlines on this dimension that understand what I'm saying.
Yes. We're each going to do the half order
Now,
of the...
let me get into certain things when it comes to music. Because I came to do the video to touch on water, and water in particular.
Yes.
Now, if we are consistent of 75% or more of water, water has what? It has hydrogen particles in it that act as antennas. And if you drink water or download water into your body that doesn't have hydrogen, you will not be able to purify the electrons and protons to be able to balance your negative and positive charge. Why? Because you are a negative and positive being. This is where your devil and your God come from. Your higher and your lower self. This is all metaphysical. Now, the music that we're listening to today, to all of you vegan eaters, to all of you religious eaters of health, nutrition, all of you, if you listen to frequencies below a 432 hertz, do you know that you are digesting food in the form of vibrations and sounds into your physiological system, which is causing genetically modified organisms to be infiltrated with other GMO? So if I come to you today, I could take all the herbs I want. I can eat all the alkaline food I want. But if I'm listening to this modern day hip hop with that snare in the back, you hear a lot of that in the music today. Guess what happens? It takes the natural organisms in your body and processes it as a GMO, a genetically modified organism. So you are a laboratory. Your brain sends signals into your body and does surgery on the things that you listen to. So the things that you hear, you also eating it. You don't just eat through your mouth, you eat through your ears. And you have silent sounds that is now being distributed into the air by military. Genetically modified signals, which is processing the natural things that you are putting in your body to become GMO signals. So it's not just GMO food, you have GMO signals. How about the things that we see on television? You have genetically modified images. Yes, you do. You have genetically modified images. And what is that? What is an image? Image is sound that is still. When you take a photograph, that's time frozen. The time is still there, but it's frozen so that you can come back and see it. And when your brain pick up on that time that is frozen, what it does is it travels back to unlock certain things in your DNA to be able to go there while you are looking at it with your eyes. So you, in the form of sound, travels through your mind into your DNA to be able to go back into that time. Once you take your eyes off of that picture, you travel back to where you are now. So while you watching television, they have things that's called slides. So every 50 to 60 slides, do you know that they are showing? See, the slides go more than 500 to 600 miles per hour. So you're not seeing the things that's hidden inside of the images that they are giving to you on the television. So they might show you 50 slides before they show you something that's a subliminal message that goes into your eye socket. Remember, your eyes is connected to your brain. Now it's downloaded into your subconscious. And your physiological system downloads this, and you don't even know that you have something that is attacking you that you call cancer, viruses, flu shots, flus. So every flu season, they turn the towers and satellites, the communicators around you, they turn those down on the frequency of a flu, a virus. And when you watch the television, for maybe 1 or 2 seconds, the slides is traveling so fast that your frontal lobe picks it up, throw it back to your subconscious, and then your whole biochemical structure is sending these components out through your body, and you go to work and now you're sick. So you go to work and now you're sick, right? So now you come back the next day, the person you was working beside, they sick. And you say, oh, that's because you was working beside the person, they sick. No, it's not. It's not. It's because that person lives in the same city that you live in the same frequency towers in that city that you both live in. You both engage in the image download, which is on the television in that city. It goes beyond that. I even talked about it before. The same bread that you get outside of the flu season is not the same bread that they put in your stores during this flu season. The same water that you got in your stores during the, outside of the flu season is not the same water they put inside. It looks the same. It has the same wrappers on it, the same labels. But it's not the same water. It may taste the same. But the frequencies in the bread and the water is different. Again, why would they have a flu season? It's put through law. Why would they have hurricane seasons? If it's natural. Anything natural cannot be contacted by processed satellites. Because you are the natural HARP system. You are the natural satellite. And you can cause weather manipulation if you wanted to, but they don't teach you that. Because if they teach you that, then guess what? Just like we gangbang, the people who's pressing you wouldn't even be fucking him. Because you wouldn't need a fucking gun. You'd be able to manipulate the weather. People say, well, how can we manipulate the weather? You are part of the weather. You're part of the weather. A lot of the people who get tsunamis and earthquakes, some of the stuff is natural disasters. Because the frequencies of the people is so emotional in that country or in that state that they set off something that they don't even realize they're setting off. It gets deeper than this. Open your eyes. But I'm going to talk to those people who are telling me that I need to prove something. I have nothing to prove to you. You have something to prove to yourself. Let me be, you be. Have your own opinions. Move on because you're stuck in the matrix. But my ancestors didn't have to bring back physical evidence. Why? Because they're spiritual. Spirituality has nothing to do with anything physical. Meaning that you would not be, if you love the ancestors, you would not be able to go to them and tell them to bring something back to you as far as physical evidence to prove what they're saying. Why? The Dogons couldn't even prove to the people what they were looking at when they saw the stars that other people could not see with microscopes. Were they crazy because they couldn't bring the evidence and the facts back? I don't think so. So keep the fucking ancestors' name out your mouth if you're not going to adhere or respect how they brought their evidence. Now, with that much said, Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor, I'm out. Peace.